of research and exile have led me to the conclusion that God isn't real. Genesis 1 to 3 is fake. I can prove this. Quick, follow me. I'll show you. Ah. Ah. No. No. Oh.
Oh, I've had an epiphany. God is real. Hallelujah.
Here, you can see in the Bible, written by God himself. Genesis 1 to 3. The first chapter of Genesis, animals are clearly created before humans. In the second chapter, Adam is created before the animals. Thus, it is impossible to affirm the literal orders of creation in both chapters. How can this be confirmed as true? How can Christians confirm this? We all ask the same questions. Have you ever wondered what happened to the Garden of Eden after Adam and Eve were exiled? Me too. The Bible gives a rather clear indication of where it's located, so in theory should be easy to find. Given that God took pains to place cherubim and a flaming sword at the entrance of the Garden of Eden in order to keep humans out, it seems that just getting rid of the garden was not an option. So where is the garden today? Genesis verse 3, chapter 3. And God said, "Let there be light, and there was light." This verse has the formation of light occurring only after the waters and the earth already existed. As noted above, this is simply wrong. The entire universe was brightly lit for its first 300,000 years of existence, billions of years before the earth came into being. Genesis 1:1. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. This verse implies that the heavens and the earth were created more or less the same time. Scientifically, we know that the heavens that are in space appeared billions of years before the earth had even appeared.
God is real, and here are my reasons why. There are two parts to creationism. Evolution, specifically common descent, tells us how life came to where it is, but it does not say why. If the question is whether evolution disproves the basic underlying theme of Genesis, that God created the world and the life in it, the answer is no. Evolution cannot say exactly why common descent chose the path that it did. If the question is whether evolution contradicts a literal interpretation of the first chapter of Genesis as an exact historical account, then it does. This is the main, and for the most part only, point of conflict between those who believe in evolution and creationists. Secondly, let me repeat that the underlying theme of the first book of Genesis can't be scientifically proven or disproven. No test has ever been found that can tell the difference between a universe created by God and one that appeared without him. Only certain interpretations of Genesis can be disproven. Thirdly, what if I asked you if the story of the prodigal son didn't really happen? Then is the whole Bible wrong? Remember that the Bible is a collection of both stories and historical accounts. Because one part is a figurative story does not make the entire Bible so. Even if it did, the underlying message of the Bible would remain. My last point is, if the Bible represents such a God in historical times, there is no reason to assume that he is not active in the universe before then. A guiding hand in evolution could exist even in the time before humans came around. Just because people were not there to observe does not mean there was nothing to observe. Bazinga.
After meeting with each other, we have come to an agreed conclusion that God is real. How could the universe have been created without him? Father Nick will explain more.
Well, clearly Genesis was not meant to be taken literally. It's more, it's more of a story about God. It's not about, this happened. It's just kind of, like when when it says these 7 days, it's talking obviously about a longer time period that actually fits with science. It doesn't conflict with it really at all. It's just, yeah, it's a historical, or it's not a historical account. It's more figurative, metaphorical.
Very nice. Thank you for watching.